You're gonna queue up into another match.
Chat. All right.
How you guys doing? All right, Jeff, you go first.
Everybody, welcome. This is my first appearance on the podcast, so looking forward to Arx. Can't hear you, Taser. That's good.
Hey, look at that. There we go.
But how's everybody doing tonight? Looking forward to it. We're gonna have a good podcast. Let's
Perfect. Rocky, go ahead. You've got the podcast.
I've got the floor. Okay, well, I am really happy to be on the show. Just want to say, well, yeah, first I'll do the intro. Okay, so my name is Hen Rocket. I'm a web developer. That's my skill, my trade. So I try my best to try and combine my web development skills with my streaming skills to try and bring things to the community and make things better for everybody. I like to stream Apex Legends. If you guys have stopped in the channel before, you probably see me playing that. And also a really big fan of Destiny 2. To that every now and then. But yeah, I did want to say you guys have all done an amazing job at building the community. Chef, Taser, and everyone else out there, Ark, Cashew, Debbie, and Nurse when she was here. Yeah, this all happened because of you guys. She'll come back eventually, we hope.
She made a comeback. She made a comeback.
She's gonna make like a comeback to her, I'm sure.
It's true.
Yeah, no, this all happened because of you guys. Like, we just kind of built it together. Out so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's super crazy. This all started because we played a really we decided that we could definitely do a better tournament, and we put on a tournament with just people that we streamed with and people we played with, and started with 15, 16 to 20 members, and now we're over 7 strong. So it's absolutely incredible. The funny thing is when we were talking about it, Rocket was like, I can just make a bot to do all this for us instead of having to take all these pictures and do all this. And he built an amazing tournament bot, and we just blew up, man. So GG's, Rocket. He's the smartest person I know.
Yeah, the Kill Race tournament bot was pretty fun back at the time, but like there's just so many loopholes with it that I just didn't want to continue working on it. But it was a lot of fun to do it at the time. I had a blast working on that.
Yeah, it really was. That was definitely a lot of fun. It definitely helped a lot, and it definitely was the stepping stone to, what is now the 6-4 in this community. It's absolutely, it's incredible. I mean, me, Taser, and Rocket, we were all in different communities, in different Discord communities, and I felt like we all felt like they were all the same, which was kind of not very supportive, but kind of all based on points and how popular you were inside the community. And we always wanted to build something better and more family oriented. And I think that nails it all. And we did well. I think it's very a lot of pride for sure.
I would never see like the creators of other Discord groups. I would never see them in chats. It was just like an all give and nothing to give back. Where that's where we're different. Like the people that are creating it, we're in those streams. We are out there. We are welcoming people to the group. Because like with ones, I never felt welcome. It was just I always had to try and like make my way into the boys club that they had, and it was just such a grind trying to do that. Whenever we had our friends right here, so we just turned into a thing.
Been super fortunate to keep everybody in the community involved. Can you actually hear me now? That's the real question. I might be just talking to myself, but I like that we get everybody involved and we're there. You have any questions? One of us is on it pretty much immediately, in the Discord. So I like the idea of making it feel like home. I like getting to know everybody personally and seeing what their goals are and actually talking to them in their chats and figuring out their goals, which you don't really see in any other community that I can ever think of that I've been a part of.
Yeah, 100% on that one. I mean, we definitely. I mean, Taser really took the reins on the recruiting, and boy, did he recruit! Boy, did he recruit! It was. I felt like it was just overnight. We had 200 members, and then again overnight we had 400 members, and then again overnight now we're over 700. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
Which it was a learning
Yeah.
experience to figure that out because initially starting out, I had a lot of interaction with them, but I didn't have as much as I do now, like learning about them personally before I got people in to the family into the group. So it's just I don't know. I have a lot of fun with that, meeting people and hearing what they want to do and their hopes and dreams for it. So it's actually a lot of fun. And also,
And
since my introduction didn't work, if you don't know who I am, Taser Tag down here, because apparently I can't get audio to work. That's how you should know me. 2 podcasts in a row. Thank you very much. But I you've seen me in the Discord if you've been around. If you haven't seen me, just at me. I'm more than happy to talk to anybody and get to know you all. And again, I don't know. I'm sure you've heard Chef talk in Rocket, just in case there's multiple questions of who the hell's on the camera. But that's who it is.
yeah, so audio is working. We got that.
We'll just assume it is. If not, nothing I said matters.
Good turnout subtitles.
Okay. Alrighty.
Cool. Let's see. Let's first topic of the scrims. So we did have the scrims on Monday. I feel like they are growing every week. Unfortunately, I didn't get to really play the first week that we had scrims, but I feel like it's been doing pretty well. What do you guys think?
I think it's been growing a lot. Like I'm seeing a lot more competition coming in. I'm seeing a lot more people getting involved. People are not. Well, some people might be afraid to say, "Hey, I want to play and I need a squad," but I'm seeing a lot of new names pop up each time. So I feel like people are getting more open to jumping in and getting involved, and that's the biggest thing for me is getting all the people that are in this community to come out and play. And
Hey, Ark, if
that's
you
been
could do
huge.
some shout outs, maybe get some hype in the Discord, let them know we're here in case you didn't see the announcement. Come hang out, come love us. In regards to scrims, I agree. I've been watching them. I haven't really been participating. I jumped in a couple here and there. I think overall they've been a good thing. I've seen a lot of questions though in regards to the dates of the scrims. People were liking the Monday night scrims. I've seen information where they've wanted more involvement with the Friday scrims and see those happen. What's your feelings in the chat about that? One of the worries we had was that having 2 scrims a week would be overwhelming and people would get tired of it and burned out. What's the overall opinion in chat?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest things for sure. Is we want to keep everything exciting, and we want to keep, we don't want to keep things, super redundant. And especially here in the 6-4, we're trying to keep everything new, trying to keep people more involved and excited and happy about what we're doing. Showing the community the growth is definitely one of the biggest things I think we've been worried about and focusing on a lot since we started.
For sure. So far, seeing one is good, Mondays are good. Okay. How did you like the fact that we're actually broadcasting on the 6-4 channel? I mean, it's nice getting the channel involved, and honestly, I think at this point, this stream should get us to where we need to be for affiliate. So we should be getting that email shortly, hopefully.
Nice.
Fingers crossed.
Let's go.
Brown Wolf, of course, has to say he likes the Friday one.
Of course,
Like
that's his day that he can play. That's his day off, of course.
But overall, the feelings on scrims have been looks like they've been mostly positive. I mean, obviously, every competition where you kill your friends, you're gonna have some negative feedback and some hurt feelings. So we can deal with that and grow with it. I know, what did we see for teams? I mean, I watched most of the scrims the other night, and it looked like Druce's team was pretty much killing it. I saw Alpha out there crushing some skulls. I saw Crazy Joker J out there getting some kills, some good plays, and I know Silent won a couple.
What do you guys think about doing random teams for scrim nights?
I think that would be a good idea. I think it should be not every week. Maybe you have once a month, or maybe every other scrim night will be random teams. I think that'd be fun. I also think that it would be maybe we could switch up teams every few games as well. Just kind of get people more involved in being able to, this is all about networking and stuff like that. So why not get other people involved, play with people you wouldn't normally play with? I think the biggest things is, especially for me, if I'm usually playing with people I play with on a daily basis a lot because it's one of those things where you want to play with each other. So
I think
this just reminds me of whenever I was a kid, we used to play street hockey, and we'd all grab our hockey sticks and throw them in the middle, and then we just shuffle them up and just kind of pick sides and go from there. And that was really good for me because I was a pretty shy kid back in the day. So
hey, Rocket,
not having to deal with being picked, like picked last or whatever, and you're just on the team like that. That was just a good way to split up teams.
So, Rocket, your Canada's showing. Just letting you know.
Yeah, very, very Canadian.
You guys didn't do that.
If you can put that away for a minute.
Avery's, we are definitely working on it. It's still a work in progress for sure. We're coming up with more rules as they kind of come. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't that come basically come as we go. You know what I mean? Basically, new rules are coming up or new situations are coming up that we have to address. But definitely, we did make sure that it is one of those things where everybody must be in the Discord, must be part of the community to play and participate in the scrims. There is 700 people, so it is really hard to do background checks on people as much as possible. But we are trying to get it to where people are more. We want to get people who are more involved and really supportive in the community to participate. But again, there's a lot of people.
I think a lot of the way we run things in the Discord is kind of like trial and error. We give things a shot, see how they work, and then just because we don't want to wait. We don't want to wait and say, hey, I don't want to miss this opportunity. We want to give stuff a shot and give it a real go and see if it works for us. Kind of how it worked with the hype squad. It's how it worked with scrims with the tournaments. It was just kind of like, hey, let's do this. Why not?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, especially with the tournaments. Tournaments were very. What do you guys want to do? I don't. Let's just give it a whirl. Let's just go live. Let's just try.
Yeah. Why not? Why not try?
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, that's definitely how we learn and grow. Like we'll try new things, push the limit, and build things from there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely agree. But we've had a lot of fun and we're doing well. So, I mean, we're always open to suggestions as well. So if you guys ever have any suggestions for us to, consider, that's definitely a big thing.
So would you be open to like the random teams for scrims? I think we could probably put like a poll out, see if people want to do that, because that would make sure that people are in the Discord ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a team. It might be a lot of work trying to split all the teams at that time. So there's got to be like some way that we could do a bit of that, but also keep it so that you can play with the people you want to play with. Because I know there's some people that enjoy playing with certain people and they want to keep that going.
Don't mind me just randomly sponsoring Berserk here. Boom. Sorry, just throwing the logo on there.
I don't know, as I'm sitting over here drinking Berserk.
It's just getting their face covered.
Shout out. We need some.
All right, so anybody have any questions in regards to scrims or anything else before we move on? Just so
any suggestions for scrims?
All ears, all the time. Literally, I'm just all ears. Berserk Energy, the official sponsor of the 6-4 Discord.
The fruit. Shout out to that fruit punch. It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm still holding out for custom lobbies. Like, I feel like it's gonna happen someday, and then that's just gonna change the world for us.
Mm, 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 mm.
So
Really well. That's gonna be.
someday, it's coming. I know it's coming. Like, got it for certain people out there right now. Like, you got to be like very special to get one.
For
So
sure.
that's where like my fingers are crossed that like someone on consoles is gonna get one. So be part of the community and we can use that as well.
That's a big
Bas-
hope for that.
Basically, who do we have to pay? Okay.
Yeah. We're willing to pay.
Who do
They
we
just
have to
won't
pay?
give it to us yet.
Honestly, it's a lot of work doing the scrims, so I definitely want to give a shout out to Emily, Apex Princess, Drusiv for hosting the scrims because it could be a pain trying to keep track of everything and getting everything going with that, and also the moderators for the chat channel and just people monitoring the Discord for any kind of changes that you see. It's a constant job, just trying to tournament scrims, anything you see like that. It's a lot of work behind the scenes that you don't know about because there's constantly curveballs getting thrown out there, having to change servers, having to not get in the same lobbies multiple times, and just dealing with issues as they come up with people with personalities. So big shout out to the ambassadors, to the founders, to like I said, Drusa and Apex Princess for doing the work. It's not easy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one of the biggest things. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes for sure, and we have. That's why we're always looking more. We're always looking more for more people who are want to step up and be more involved. And that's if that's you guys. If you guys want to be involved and you guys want to step up and become an ambassador, talk to us. Put in that application. You know what I mean?
And it does go far to actually talk to us and have a conversation instead of just throwing the application in, so we actually know what you want to be, what you like, how you want to be involved, and that honestly that we see the application, it helps to let us know because I'm not always looking at the Google Docs to know who put in anything. Um,
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things that, like, especially we all have somewhat lives outside of the 6-4. I'm
I don't
always
know what that
working. I'm
is.
always busy, but definitely come talk to us. Let us know that you put in an application. Let us know you're interested, and that we'll expedite processes a lot faster for sure.
And one of the other topics I want to talk about, which you'll find, we're having a joy of a time trying to get clips to play and stuff like that on the stream. It's a work in progress. One of these days I'll figure out how to do it. But we did start a YouTube channel, so if you look up the 6-4 and it's spelled the correct way on YouTube because we could, it's the 6-4. You can look at compilations of clips and prior podcasts and get any information. If you're not following that, make sure you sub to that, and you can get up to date videos on scrims or anything exciting you post. We make a video of it, and that's what Crazy Joker J is doing. We appreciate that hard work because video editing is not easy, especially when it's like me in a podcast. So it's definitely one of the things I wanted to bring up. Does anybody know about has anybody seen the YouTube? Checked it out?
I just started. I just subscribed to it.
Nice. So you just found it. Glad it was easy to find. See, there's Crazy Joker J now. Thank you for doing that work. It's not easy.
Did you want to pull up some clips from the Discord?
Ooh, I don't even know how to do it. I'd fail.
Oh,
I'd fail under pressure.
okay.
Jeez, way to put him
Yeah, I
on
was just
I know,
looking
way
at
to put me
blaster
on the
rocket.
one
spot
that
right now.
Rancherito put in there. I thought that would be a good clip to throw.
No, if I could figure it out, I would. But I'm still learning. Oh, and obviously one of the Marinator just reminded me. Thank you. One of the things we could talk about is Sunday night's International Women's Day stream on the
That's
channel.
cool.
I don't know if anybody caught it. I think it went over amazingly well. Marinator did an amazing job on the channel, just out there showing her gameplay. I was able to catch some of her gameplay, but I did miss a lot of it because of life and work, family stuff. And then Apex Princess took over for her after that, and they just crushed probably an 8-hour stream on the channel, and they kept 20 plus views and got the message across, and it was a great day. Anybody else have input? Anything else?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I tuned in a little bit when I was at work, and I was actually watched a couple. I saw Marinator. She's goaded. And
Yeah.
Apex Princess, of course, goaded as well. Level 2. Um, but definitely, you guys are awesome. You guys. We definitely have a lot of talent in the 6'4", male and female, and it is, keep going. We're definitely gonna put our name out there. You guys are definitely putting that 6'4" out there, and that's awesome.
And it's great
Yeah.
because generically, that's kind of what I wanted this channel to be. Personally, for me, I don't know about you guys, but I like the idea of having this channel to get the message of the Discord out, and that means showcasing the amazing people we have in the group onto the channel. I'd love to see more of that for special events, for anything you guys have going on. It's just great for us to be able to broadcast who you are and who we are to the world. So I mean that was great when I got approached by Marinator, and she's like, "Hey, can I use the channel for this?" And it's like, "Yeah, that's awesome. I love that idea." So it
Yeah, I
is
think
kind
it's a
of
great way to leverage like the power of numbers that we have. So when we can funnel people to this channel and get it really high up there, it gives so much exposure to the people that are on the channel. So I think it's a great opportunity to cycle people through here, and whenever there's an opportunity to have them broadcast on the channel. And yeah, I think the next topic we're going to go into is what's it going to take to be able to broadcast on that channel, and like what kind of requirements we want to have for that. If there's going to be a stream team or of content creators. Yeah, let's. Do you want to go into that topic now?
yeah, go for it. I'll let you start out what your opinions and views are on that idea.
Well, on my personal streams, I've been very family friendly, so like that's kind of the approach that I've taken. But we don't necessarily have to be that. Like this can shape and be whatever we want it to be. Um, we can have different nights focused on different things. Like really, we are at the start of this thing right now, so there's so much opportunity to make this what we want to make it, and like we operate as a group for all the things that we decide on. So if we want to feature certain spotlight members from the week, we can make that a thing where they get like one chance to stream on this channel and get some exposure to all the people in the Discord. We could do a contest to, if once they do something in the Discord, then they get a chance to go on the channel. I'm definitely open for ideas of what we can make the criteria for getting on here. It's a big opportunity.
Your
Yeah, I
input,
agree.
Chef?
Yeah, I'm actually. This is actually a really good example of kind of how things happen behind the scenes of the 6'4". We literally just talk about stuff, and then we just kind of throw ideas at each other, and then this is literally what comes about. I think it's a really good idea. I think one of the biggest things in the 6'4" that we've always done, especially as founders and as ambassadors, is we never try to tell the content creators what to do with their streams. It is your stream by all means, and it is your content. You're the owner of that. And every individual is so different and has their own little niche, And I think it is good that we should probably keep it semi-family friendly on the 6'4" channel. If you are trying to get spotlighted or stream on here, there will be some base rules that we do not allow. That is not exactly against Twitch TOS, but is kind of more of like a moral thing for the 6'4". But yeah, we just want to make sure that everybody kind of has their um, own thing. We don't want to, suppress any type of creativity that you guys have or in what anybody really has. Period. Um, so I think we should really do what's, it's like I said, still, but definitely maybe have an application process to where, hey, I want to use it on this day at this time or something like that, and kind of what we'll do is we'll, check out, your guys' streams and talk about it as, a group and figure out criteria of what you can and can't do, what you should do, and yeah, I think we should do it that way. That'd be a good idea.
I like the idea of a ladies' night. That's a good one, Tragic.
I like that idea too. And as Marinator
Yeah.
said, just at least follow TOS. I mean,
Yeah.
we obviously don't
Yeah.
want somebody on the channel that's violating terms of service for Twitch because that's not going to work out well. And we definitely don't want people violating the law either. I mean, I'm sure that's against terms of service. So those are things we definitely don't want to see. I definitely want to see that if you want to use the Twitch channel for something, just let us know so we can all talk about it and discuss it and figure out what we want to do. Not just be like, oh, you should put me on the channel. Like, come at us with an idea of what you have going on and what you want to do. And I mean, we're all pretty easy to get along with and open to anything. So, any ideas you guys have that help the community and help you guys grow and help the community grow as a whole is always a great idea in my mind.
Absolutely. I mean, we're always looking for, especially when you've been, we've been doing this for so long, trying to come up with new ideas. It kind of gets to the point where it's like it's really hard to kind of come up with new stuff that we haven't already thought of or tried to do or stuff like that before. So that's where you guys come in. Let us know something if you guys want to see something or do something, or kind of want to see this group try something as a community. Man, let's bring it to the table, and then let's see what we can do and try to make it happen.
And as Nimbus kind of points out, we don't have the vast diversity in the group like I really do wish we had. I'm trying my best to try to get more Xbox, PC players in, try to get some people that play different games in. So if you know people that do these things, that play different things or use different systems, get them in. It's hard for me to be out there and I'm searching for people that I like and the type of games I play because it's easy for me to have a conversation with them to invite them. So if you know people that do different stuff, I mean, by all means, please invite them in. I'd love to get more Mixer people in here. I do feel like they get left out and whatnot. It's hard. It's hard to find certain groups of people out there because there's just a vast majority of people that are playing Call of Duty. There's a vast majority of people playing Apex. Apparently, there's a huge majority of PS4 players. I never knew that until this Discord. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of Apex players, Call of Duty players on the PS4. That's our roots of how we got to know each other. So we definitely grew a lot from there. But we are expanding, and I think by this time next year we should have better balance of PC, Xbox, PS4. Yeah, definitely, because more people know more people. So if someone plays WoW and they get their friends to join in, we can do our best part to make sure you have a spot in the Discord to have WoW news come through, or a WoW channel, or a guild channel. Those kinds, we want to do that. We want to build that so that this community can fit all types of games. Because we're
just changing the stream up now that you guys get to see. It's going to be Pinhead Larry.
Yeah, and said something nice earlier too. Having people streaming on the 6-4 channel, it's a great way for viewers to meet new streamers, then experience different kinds of content too. So it's a great way for them to find someone they like. Maybe they never dropped in the stream, and just this is an opportunity for them to be like, oh wow, they're pretty awesome, and I'll go back into their channel and follow them and check them out. So it's a win-win for everyone with this.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that's something that we've been, for a while now as founders, we've been talking about is finding people, players, more people who aren't just. This is a very big Apex community, but we have. I feel like a lot of us are Apex players that play COD and play other games. Personally, I would love to see more GTA role play. You know what I mean? Just fun stuff, because that stuff's entertaining for me to watch. We definitely need more PC players. We want to see more Xbox players.
Or a Minecraft server.
So
I know a lot of, like other communities like will build a private Minecraft server, so you know, hey, I can program, I can do things.
so like Cashew said, it's I saw up there she was talking about people wanting to get Fortnite involved, stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
easier to do the custom lobbies and like teams if we can get people together to do it. So scrims is easy for Apex because we have such a vast number of people that are playing Apex that, my God, on a given night you could probably fill a lobby. But if with Fortnite and stuff like that, it's just like so many people are like actually play it but don't like communicate. I like Fortnite for the custom lobbies basically because PC can play, Xbox can play, PlayStation, you can all play, and they have a custom lobby that's open to anybody. Same thing with Call of Duty. You play with anybody. So it's just those kind of things that would be fun to get together. And if there's interest, throw it in the Discord. We can see how many people want to play on certain nights, and there's no reason we can't scrim for Call of Duty on a certain night.
Right.
yeah,
Basically, Apex, what Taser is saying is get your shit together and cross plat, please. Thank
Yeah,
you. So,
for sure.
um, yeah. But I like what they're saying in chat.
Imagine.
It like building like with all these different things and different games we want to get in. We can use that to build like a content schedule for this channel, so that way every night of the week, there's something playing on, different people rotating through.
Is Marinator
Um,
signing up to be to curate a schedule for the channel?
what? Do
That's
it.
that's what I see.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And that'd be nice because then people would have one place to go. Well, they already have like the Discord to go to find people live, but they have like one channel they could always check in on and see like what content is playing on that day, and or like also check the schedule to see like what night of the week they should be tuning in to catch something they want to see. But yeah, I
Hey,
think that'd be a great
Marinator, we're
idea
open
to
to
like
ideas.
have
If
content
you
there.
honestly, if that's something you want to get involved with, we're on board. Just message us.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, we want you guys to be involved. We want you to feel like
Mhm.
this is your home and like you have a say in what happens. So, for sure, reach out.
And you
We'd love
definitely
to hear
do.
about it.
Yeah. 100%. Like I said, put in an application for that ambassador role. Just see.
Possible to stream to two channels at once. The only idea I actually had for that would be to two channels at once. I don't know if that is. You
Yes,
can
it is.
multi-stream, but I don't know if
You-
you can multi-stream two Twitch channels.
Yes, you can. Actually, Rocket has done that for me back in the day when I was streaming with a friend of mine, DJ Unique. You had a website that you put me and him together, and it basically it took both of our channels and put it into one
Well, what I
stream.
think she's
What was that?
asking about is that she wants to know if she can switch to her specific channel and the 6-4 channel.
Oh,
yeah,
and
like
stream her specific channel to the 6 4 Twitch.
I know
I
you
mean,
can
if you had
multi-stream. I just
multiple
don't know.
instances of OBS running, sure. Like if you had Streamlabs running and then OBS, and then they had both different keys in them, and they're running at the same time, then maybe
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
It-
I just
that
don't know
would
how
kill your
good your
computer
PC is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
in that time.
your computer will blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Um. Yeah, I don't know if there's a good way to do that yet.
Damn, Rocket, can you
Get on
code
it.
that?
Adam, could you fix
That's
that?
hardware, guys. That's not software.
He's like, I can't get there. Just get two PCs and capture cards.
Rocket, code it somehow, please.
uh, hmm. I don't
That,
know. I'll
that would
think on
be
it.
that would be a really good idea. That
You're
would
just
be
gonna have to host yourself from here. That's the best way we can say. Just go live on this channel and host it.
Or what if you just had a separate PC just running OBS and just had a copy of your stream playing to the other stream key? There you go.
Boom.
Yeah,
Just duplicating it to the other channel.
100%.
There you go. Solved. How to do
Problem
it? Don't
solved.
ask me.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what he just said, but that sounds like it would for
Yeah,
sure.
everything Rocket said sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds like it would work perfectly. Not 100% what it was.
Or they could be streaming on their channel and we could go to the 6-4 channel, and instead of like me streaming, I could just put that key on and put their stream up and have it play that way.
Which would be the
So-
easiest way.
That would be pretty easy. We'd have to let them know that they're being double broadcasted.
Yeah.
Does that break TOS though? I don't know.
Ooh, that is true. So, Marinator is
Dylon with the
saying,
raid.
"Let's go, Dylan."
Hey, Dylon, what's up? No, it doesn't? Okay. Well, maybe we could do something like that.
It's like
Watch
a
party.
watch party. That makes sense.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
was
That makes a
thinking.
lot of sense.
I was
Mhm.
thinking that a lot of people do the watch party, so I kind of figured, Dylon, you the best. Look at all those squids in the chat.
Our favorite squid.
Dylon, who's your top 5 favorite rappers? Dylon, let's hear it. I need
Right
to
now, no
know.
pressure.
Dylon, Dylon,
Yo,
Dylon,
what's up,
Dylon, and
shortness?
Dylon.
Yeah, we
See,
could have something going all the time. Kind of like the host, but more where the channel's actually alive instead of just hosting.
and honestly, it would have to be something that was set up like ahead of time because just having you have to have somebody at the computer ready to do a
Yeah.
watch party, and all the time would be would be tough for me to run Streamlabs nonstop. So yeah,
Your computer will blow up.
yeah, no, I'm surprised my computer's handling this as well as it is.
Yeah, I'm in need of a new computer myself. I can't wait to buy one. Can't wait.
Me
Just,
too.
I think I'm running Internet Explorer, Streamlabs, and Skype chat right now through what you call. I'm
People still
surprised
use
about that.
Internet Explorer? No, jeez.
Sorry, Chrome. My bad.
Um, but one of the topics I definitely want to talk about, and actually Wolf brought it up, is the new COD mode. Um, because it
Yeah.
is cross class, so that is actually a pretty decent idea to where we to plot up in that and actually get PC players and Xbox players involved. Have you guys played? I played one game and got clapped immediately. So
I played. Yeah.
And I got squad wiped. So that it did plays differently though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to play it a lot more to kind of get the feel for it. But yeah, it's a whole different action thing. Like I say, Apex is more like run and gun. This is way more tactical.
Oh, Soccer Dragon 85 with the raid as well. Let's go.
SOCOM, you the best. All right, so I'm trying to look up. I am trying to look up the release notes just so I can see if there's any highlights that we should have. So I mean, just generally, I can't find anything that's relevant. Of course, why would I be able to? Just highlighting into it. Basically, you start out the game in a training mode. Just teaches you how to use the gun. You start out with a pistol. Goes through everything with the armor plates. So now, like when you get shot, there's not so much. I haven't had to heal yet, which is scary because I've had a few matches. You think I'd have to heal, but basically you get 3 slots for armor. You start out with a metal chest plate. You find them throughout the game. You have to go find chest plates, and you hold triangle because we're on PlayStation. I'm saying that, and you have to fill in the slots. It animates. It fills in the 3 chest plates. You get shot. It takes them out. But basically, you start out the mode learning that stuff. There's bounties that you can get in the game for cash. Cash basically buys you. There's like a shopping cart thing on the map. You go there. You can buy loadouts. You can buy um, like cluster strikes, stuff like that. You can actually buy your loadout that you have preset for like
Oh, dope.
yeah. So you can like I have a gold MP7. I can go buy that specific loadout and have it as a care package drop. A nuke would be pretty cool, but I guess you can't buy a nuke. I wish you kind of could. But
Yeah, what do you think about the card system so far? Have you tried it out or like so far? I was able to buy a loadout and bring it in, and it was nice. I had my M4, I had the scope I wanted, I had the perks I wanted, and it just kind of helped capture a couple more people in the end. I didn't get a chance to try the other stuff though, like the kill streaks. But yeah, I like the idea that like there's some sort of economy to it.
I do like the random money that you find throughout the game. It is nice, and I like that when you die. This is one of the cool things that I think they changed from the other system. Is like if you get killed and you get finished in the map, You don't just instantly have to wait for somebody to respawn you. You go into a 1v1 in the gulag and you fight it out. If you win your match, you get dropped back in. That happens once. You can't do that more than once. So if you die the next time, you're dead. But even if you
They
lose in the
can buy
gulag,
you back.
they can buy you back. And it's
Yeah.
4,500 currency, and you're back in the game with your pistol because you don't get anything.
Rip.
And that's the ultimate 1v1 me, bro. The ultimate 1v1 me, bro.
Yeah. So far, it's been pretty easy. I went to the gulag twice and came back. So it was because they give you like a pistol. So like you just need like 2 shots to the head and you're back. Like it's good.
One of the negatives I've seen personally going in for this game is that the maps are big and the amount of people is ridiculous. It's a 150 person lobby with 50
big.
teams. So you have 50 teams in a map. So the map is huge, and anybody that says it's not huge is ridiculous. It's giant. You can literally, there's probably, I think, maybe 20 named places with 40 or more places, probably more than that, that you can just land with loot. I went my first match, me and Dylon played together, and like literally we landed, found people where we landed, and then it was like, where are we going? Let's run. I felt like I was playing for like 10, 15 minutes. There was nobody there, and I look, and there's still 45 teams left. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna take forever. So, just the size of the map is ridiculous. Considering there's 150 people, you would think you'd run into a lot more people, and then just the load in time, which I expected. Out of all the things to complain about, it wasn't too bad, but the first few load-ins it took forever because you would just sit there and people would leave, but nobody was coming in. You have to wait till you get almost to 150 people before the lobby will load. So if people are leaving, it's like nonstop. You're just waiting until you get 150 people on one server. So that was probably my negative, but again, I had 3 games in, so it's hard to necessarily see pros and cons yet, but I see a lot of pros. It's a change up from the common battle royales that are out there right now, and it's kind of a land of its own right now. I like it. Any other opinions? Anybody else?
I mean, I've had one game, and it was so far so good. And just literally, like while we were loading in, waiting for to start this podcast, I played one game, and I'm definitely gonna go back to it. Definitely gonna be something. I'm gonna give it a shot for sure. I'm really excited. I did hear that bringing back Terminal map, which is one of my all-time favorite maps. Oh, one of my all-time favorite maps ever in Call of Duty. So I'm excited. It's I think that could, Call of Duty was very exciting for me in the beginning and ended really quickly. But this is definitely something that's gonna, I feel like gonna bring a lot of people back to COD, and give it another, breath of fresh air.
It is a giant update too. So if you
Yeah,
didn't have the game, it's a huge update if you're just installing it for the first time. So understand that kind of
for sure.
That's kind of tough on it to start out, and then even with having the game, it was another I think 18 gig update. So you're just like,
I just put it on the background and just like programmed while it was doing its thing, so I didn't have to wait too long for it. But I did want to say, like, I do really like the contract system. So the contract system will highlight an area of where that person is. So if you go find a contract, it'll lead you towards other teams, so that they try to create an incentive for teams to go seek out other teams.
Which other teams are like it?
Yeah, to give you an idea, like, oh, they're over here. They won't tell you exactly where they are. And as the timer, maybe more and more they are.
That's awesome.
Also scary too. Whenever I was playing it and my 2 teammates left, and then someone had a contract on me, so I knew they were closing in on me. Kind of frightening in that at that point.
Is that actually so? Do you, as a con, you like the? Oh.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worth checking out. There's a lot of updates that have happened lately. A lot of Destiny updates have happened lately too. Like a huge list of patch notes there that I dare not go into because it's like a novel.
Well, after yes,
Yeah,
Okay, so I was looking on it. Well, I may be losing internet here. I don't know what's going on. I think I got it. So I was looking at the release, and it looks like just the update on PlayStation 4 was between 15.1 gigs and 17.9. To get it alone from not having the game, it was 83 to 101 gigabytes. So if you didn't have it at all, that's what you had to deal with. Team Falcon rules, but
talk about that as a team with
so I gotta exit out of
not
something. I'm
quite
trying to
yet.
kill my internet here.
No, you're all good. You're all good. But speaking of other updates, kind of getting off the COD thing, how happy is everybody that they finally nerfed Gibby a little bit?
I don't notice the
Good
difference.
Lord. I mean,
hardly.
it's hey, I'll take anything. Okay, I will take absolutely anything.
No,
for
man,
that
they
nerf, man.
need to nerf him so much more. They keep buffing and buffing. This is like they put him like way up here, so when they take him
Yeah.
back a little bit, it's like, oh yeah, great. No, he's still way up there. He's gotta like come back down to our level.
Actually, one of the updates I definitely want to talk about referring to Apex is the fact that how are you guys feeling about Deja Loop? How did you guys like it? How do you like the Evo shields? I know last podcast we talked
Yeah.
about it, but it was still a baby. But now we've had a week to stew on it.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Um, I would not pick up an Evo shield. I don't know. It just for me, it's the incentive of starting with a white and building my way up is I'm cool. I'd rather just take a purple and be, you know, just get a piece of candy now and not have to worry
Yeah,
about
what would happen
A
is
new
that
emote
see a
coming.
squad with like purple and gold would be running through people that are
it.
trying to run the Evo shield, and you die much faster using that shield.
So here's my downside on the Evo shield. I like the idea behind it. I like the where they were going with the idea. Here's the thing I have. If you upgrade the shield, say you get the damage and you now a blue shield, you should get the blue shield. You shouldn't have no shield. It shouldn't just leave that space so you have to waste a cell. So if you're gonna upgrade and do the work and do the damage, it should give you the shield. Because that would make me actually grab it. If I'm in a fight and I burn my white shield and it upgrades and I have a full blue shield, dang, I'm happy. But
so much
you
stronger.
just like you could get it up to a purple shield sitting there fighting 6 teams, and then but you don't have it full, so you don't actually get to use it, and then you die and somebody get a free one.
Yeah, let's still talk about the fact that you still have a white shield, even though you deserve a purple.
Well, it's also Deja loot, so you already know where the good loot is.
Exactly.
So why would you go for the Evo when you can just go straight to the apple? Get the good stuff.
Yeah, get the gold.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of one of the downfalls for me personally. I think at Deja Loot is people already know where the circle is. That for me is kind of iffy because I feel like there's so many times where I remember one, like it was day one and the circle was ending at Epicenter. Good Lord, if there was not a guarantee somebody was going to be in Epicenter up there with the Watson camping that thing out, just waiting. And, at that point, it's like you already know where the circle's going to be at. It kind of takes the fun out of Apex for me is knowing that's one of the biggest things is where's the circle going to end. It kind of puts a new strategy in the game. You really got to constantly change out your gameplay and change out your strategy, knowing where the circle is.
And I was hopping on at the end of the day myself, so everyone else has already had a chance to see where loot is, where everything is. I hop on at 10 o'clock at night, being like, all right, cool. Let me land in a few places where loot is, but no, everyone already knows where everything is. There's probably like a Reddit thread out there being like, hey, this is where the good shit is today. I haven't looked, but I'm sure there's something out there for it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, no, people that are going to game the system are going to just take advantage of Deja loot, and I don't think it's going to work long term.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Like Chef Midnight said, Sniper Ridge 8 times out of 10 that have a golden barrel stabilizer. Like, there you go. We're there. Right on. You already knows.
You don't need Reddit. You got Chef Midnight right here. You're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna check Reddit right now. I want to see if there's like a thread. I guarantee there is.
And just on the topic of that, obviously Kings Canyon came out today on Deja Loot, which is, I mean, my biggest thing with that map is it's my favorite map. So it's just hard to not want to play it, especially with all, with the COD update coming out and everything. It's like, ooh, you're bringing me back to Kings, but I want to play Call of Duty. It's just, I mean, it's exciting seeing that. I know the last time Kings Canyon was out, I was actually a little disappointed because they messed with the RNG, which was the same issue that they had with when they had bridges and had that. They just literally dropped the map with the same problem it had back in the day. So that sucked because I was like, oh, I'm going to be so happy to play this regular mode, daylight, get my old map back, and then you drop and you search a whole town and get a white shield, no gun. It's like, okay.
Yeah. P220, no hammer points.
I haven't gotten my chance to play on Kings Canyon today, but I don't know if you guys have or how you feel about it. Are you excited to go back?
Okay, so listen to this. There is a map. There is a map on Reddit of where the good loot is, where purple and where the golds are. It's just right there. It's all there. Gold barrel, purple armor, Evo armor, gold armor, yeah. Where the care package is going down. Yeah, no, the people that play a lot are already all over that.
Yeah, like Ark said, it's the season 2 map, so I think Wraith's house is there, and I don't know what else was on that. Maybe Octane.
Yeah, Octane.
Nice map.
I'm with that.
I definitely know Wraith's is there because I saw somebody playing.
Yeah, so
dang. All right, we gotta go play Apex right now.
Yeah, sorry.
I was about to say. And podcast go to play.
All right, so I do have the unpopular opinion of the loot problem with Kings Canyon. I don't find it a problem. I don't know. I'm alone with this one. I definitely feel the hate, but I feel like the Kings Canyon loot was always fine because the way I remember playing it was you had to kill people to get the good loot, and that's just kind of how it always played out. It's like you got what you could. Always be purple versus purple. It was going to be one versus the other, and that was the best way to loot up was by killing squads. That's why you had to do it fast. And that's why you had to go find people and kill them fast. So I feel like it's the same. I don't think it was an issue. I think that's just what we played in the past and what we liked.
Well,
so I had fun.
Anybody who knows me knows that when World's Edge came out, I was the biggest non-fan ever. And it wasn't the map so much. It made you switch up the gameplay. The thing that I loved about Kings Canyon is the way the map was built. It made you have to push into other teams, and really, it really promoted fighting. I think World's Edge kind of took that away. It took a whole different strategy to Apex. Again, like you're saying, Kings Canyon for me was, you dropped and you had to fight to get the loot. It didn't matter if you had a white shield or not. You were just pushing fights. And then World's Edge was, they're fighting over there, but let's go hit this town because guaranteed there's nobody there. It's huge, and we'll probably find some loot. People who were loot goblins to it's a
do you feel personally attacked?
It was a totally different ballgame. There was, I remember Kings you should have the R400, which is OP because you had the medium range and the close range.
Setup.
But now you have to have a G7. You have to have some sort of sniper on World's Edge. And don't get me wrong, I love it. But it just kind of switched the gameplay of what made me love Apex, and it kind of went away from that. But Kings Canyon to me is home. It's the best. I mean, it's literally the best map ever.
It's also where we met each other, so that's why
It
it's
has
home.
it,
And
it
it's
has
sentimental.
sentimental fucking value to me.
Yeah, and balding
100%.
dropping in look
Keep
it's
saying,
hey
or
look it's
yeah,
balding.
Skulltown.
Skulltown all the time.
Skulltown, same
That's
place.
back when he didn't have a face cam and when I actually thought he was a 40-year-old guy with no hair and glasses.
And boy, were we lied to. Okay,
We definitely lied to.
we were lied to. And that's
Yeah,
one of the
triple
biggest things.
take's always been good.
I love Kings Canyon,
Don't
and I
even
mean,
get Chef started about the longbow.
oh my God, what they did to that gun is absolutely disgraceful. It really is. The longbow
Yeah, I
was
remember the day they buffed it.
again.
That was something.
Oh yeah, dude, I was longbow all day. Didn't
Yeah,
matter.
I
That
mean,
was my
at
favorite
this
gun.
point, they might as well get rid of it. The minute they changed it to sniper ammo, it ruined the gun.
It
That was
really,
it.
and not just that, and they took away Soul Piercer season 3 was an absolute monstrosity. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, they put in the charge rifle, which was to me, if you use the charge rifle,
Oh, that
um,
was the worst.
oh my, the beginning of season 3, if you use that charge rifle, I just thought you were the biggest bot because all you did was just stay away 400 meters away and just literally take pop shots at people and knock people from 400 meters away, and that was it. And the only gun I ever felt like could have competed with that was the longbow with the soul piercer,
Yeah.
100%.
And the
And
wingman.
oh god, yeah, dude, it was so good. What happened?
The
Bring back
OG, man.
sir. The
I got clips
OG.
of that gun, man, where it was just popping off.
Oh man,
Oh, it's
I
so
remember
different.
season 1 Apex or before season 1. It
Season
was
0, yeah.
yeah, season Peacekeeper Wingman was the OP
Oh my
setup.
God,
Oh
yeah.
my, it was ridiculous. The Wingman, you were sniping people from across the map with that thing. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that was your sniper. Yeah.
Yeah, Toolman, we did actually have a pretty good discussion about the Call of Duty. From what we know, I mean, like I said, we played 3 matches, or I played 3 matches. Chef played one. I don't think Rockets even played.
I played as you. What are you talking about? I had a squad wipe.
Yeah, he's
This
in
thing on. Come
Hang on, I
on.
have to tap the mic real quick.
Jesus.
But we didn't have a lot of experience in the Call of Duty battle royale yet. We played, like I said, a few games in between us, so it's hard to get a good or bad opinion. I think it's mostly good, but there are some bad, but I think it's just personal.
I think it's better than Blackout, but it's still not as fast paced as the Apex, which is the one I like. Because I played some COD and then I went back to Apex and I had a blast on Apex. So I don't know. I think I may keep leaning towards Apex, but COD is definitely got a different shooter for the ones that want to find loot, that want to have time to get your things, and vehicles too. They've got like RPGs and vehicles, a whole different element to the game.
Yes, 100%. That's one of the biggest. I mean,
Uh,
who doesn't? That's what everybody loves Apex for. It was such. I remember for me, I remember when I first started playing Apex. I think the first like 10 games I played, I just got instantly clapped, and I was never used to that. I was always used to playing video. I played shooters for since
Rocket doesn't
GoldenEye
want to find
007,
loot.
you know, and I think that's what kind of got me into the game and wanted me to be like play, be better, be better, be better, and just play constantly. And it's absolutely amazing. I mean, Apex is one of those games that's going to be around for a long, long time. And I think, years from now, we're going to look back and be like, man, do you remember how Apex Legends totally like changed the whole battle royale spectrum? And
Do you remember
for
Full
me,
Time Chef?
oh my God, I miss. Can I just not work ever again and do 24-hour streams every day, all day? Because I would
24,
literally do
Mr. 36,
it.
37. I don't even remember what it was.
56-hour stream was the top one. I got yelled at by Rocket.
And
What?
Yeah, because I was going for the 10K views, and I remember 56 hours. Rocket was like, "You need to."
Oh man, you needed
Like,
to sleep. You needed to. Definitely.
hashtag Full Time Chef. It's a thing.
It's a thing. I mean, I literally hit 10K views. Like, all right, guys, it was great. Have a good one.
Now,
Click.
is it hashtag Full Time Chef or is it pound Full Time Chef?
It's gonna be pound full time. Man, I loved it. I mean, that was Apex is always going to have a spot in my heart. That's what got me into streaming. That's what got me to meet all of you guys, all my family now, and it's I love it, love it. It's just one of those games where I felt like I could never get enough. I always wanted to play one more match, one more. I mean, everybody, even Rocket to this day, I gotta go to bed. All right, one more match. All right, one more match. 2 hours
Sure.
later.
Kings Canyon was my 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning streams. Or just playing. Actually, I didn't even
Yeah.
have to stream. I played with Chef so many times till 4 in the
Oh,
morning that my girlfriend hated me. It was
yeah.
literally non-stop.
I almost ruined this
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah,
guys.
it's a fact. No, I'm just kidding.
But it was super easy for me because I had like a schedule. I knew at like 4 or 5 in the morning after I got off with everybody, I'd have to play like two games with randoms, and then Balding was on, and then after that I knew Wolf was off at 7 a.m. And so I was playing from them with up until 1, and then that's
And
usually with the time
and
difference.
I like
Rocket was off work, and then so he was
and
getting
I
done.
love bringing this up every time because she deserves it. Cashew, the amazing growth in that game from what I've
Oh,
seen from just watching her. Oh
Oh,
my
Cashew in
god.
Scrims. Oh my God, that was
so
amazing.
Just her in
I
general,
man,
just like watching her. I remember watching her day one with Chef and just going, "Who is this?" And like she just filled in games. That's all she did. She just came into play just to fill in games. Never intended on actually like playing all the time. And then she just became a freaking Apex god.
we're talking about literally. I think she filled in for Ark on one of his streams one time, and she was an Xbox player at this time, and she filled in for Ark on one of his streams, and then she came in and rated me, and then we started. I was like, well, hey, let's hop on, let's play some games, and literally she played, I think, like maybe 2 games when we started playing, and the growth for what she, I mean, she would literally play with me for hours and hours and hours, and it was like one of those things where it was like, well, we're gonna get you good. You need you. We're gonna get you good, Cashew. And yeah, she is. She's goaded. She's definitely goaded now, and it's
Yeah.
awesome. And that's
Hmm.
got her to throw away that Xbox and get on get on
Trade it in.
transport.
Also, one of the big things I do want to point out because we did not bring it up last time, and it was one of those things that just slipped my mind. But she has filled in for us for so many things when we've needed her for like
Everything.
events like tournaments. We're like, hey, we need somebody to host this. And one of our first, as Rocket disappears, one of our first
I'll
hosts.
be
Rip.
right back.
I know. One of our first, I'll be right back. So she hosted one of our first tournaments, which is not a tournament is nothing to joke about. Scrims are babies compared to tournaments. She
Tournament,
jumped
yeah.
in and hosted it because we had nobody else to do it and did an amazing job going from channel to channel and showing the gameplay and dealing with stuff going on. I was on mobile doing my best to help her and to moderate, but she was really doing an amazing job and deserves an amazing shout out for her work because it's not
Absolutely.
easy. And
It's
and at the
she's
same time, you
always
have
like
to
step up.
host a tournament and deal with Arc. That's not too much.
The second part is the
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely. I mean, because she's jumped in at anything that's ever been needed.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, from again hosting to planning
Arc.
everything.
It's funny because he's not even here to defend himself.
It's good. But again, she,
Wow.
and not just that, not just has she hosted these tournaments and made banners for the tournaments and really promoted tournaments with everybody. She was
Oh
playing them
yeah, all
at
the
the
banners.
same
Yeah.
time, which is absolutely ridiculous. Um, I remember we did a solo scrims with the 6-4 way back in the day when they had solos. Um, and I mean, just again, hosting scrims, playing in them. But I mean, that's not easy to do. But the tournaments that she's put on was absolutely incredible. I think the most recent one that we had in January was February. January.
I think
Um,
January was to fill in for the December. We didn't do one, so yeah,
that's right.
she did the
And
January one.
I heard nothing but compliments saying how good of a host she was and how good everything was, and that's awesome. That's huge for us. That's a lot of publicity and a lot of you know great job, Cashew. You killed it.
Oh
Couldn't
my
do
god!
without you.
And of course, Silent brings up the solo scrim fist fight. That was another one
That
of my
was a lot of
favorite memory from Kings Canyon was when you guys would drop
night,
and
Bob.
just fist fight. That was one of my favorites. I'll always have that memory. When you used to just
have
drop in the
so
same
much fun.
spot and just fist fight.
Go for it.
It was so great.
It was so much fun. Bring
Uh,
back solos.
So just moving on with this, one of the things we do have to bring up is the tournament coming up for Saturday, March. Is it the 14th? Tell me it's the 14th.
I think it's the 13th.
14th is Saturday.
14th, thank you.
14th.
I don't know my dates. I don't even know what
Yeah.
date today is. Anybody want to take the reins? Explain what's going on, how to sign up, since we only have 24 people.
Yeah, I mean, I think we do have I think it's challenge, right? Is that what we're going through? That's what I'm signed up
Yes.
to.
Yes, it is.
Do we have it in the channel?
It is.
Do
It's
we have-
actually in an announcement. I reposted it today, so it's one of the last
Okay.
couple announcements.
If you guys have not signed up, go sign up. Go to the announcements that Taser posted. Go to challenge. Get yourself in there. Sign up for this. It's a lot of fun. If you guys have never participated in one of our tournaments, it is a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody who donated for the prize fund. I believe that's Dylon Outlaw and Apex Princess.
No, it's Raging
Raging
Demise.
There it is.
Outlaw and
There you go.
Apex to get the cash prize. The cash prize is going to be $300
Let's go.
for the winner. If one of them wins this tournament, they're going to put their money into a lottery to be drawn for a random person to win their part of the prize
Wow.
money. Also, Raging
Okay.
was nice enough to throw in to anybody that participates in the tournament. He's going to throw in 2 6-4 hoodies and 2 6-4 t-shirts to be lottery
Holy
drawn. So
shit.
you don't even have to win to get a 6-4 hoodie, to get a 6-4 t-shirt. You just got to be there. Just got to show up. I mean, you literally pay nothing to get in there. There's a $300 cash prize, and you could win a hoodie and a shirt, like just for free. Just show up. Just be there, play, kill your friends, win money.
Oh, Cashew's disowning Ark. Everybody in chat.
That's a daily thing.
Who wants?
Yeah, it really is incredible that they're willing to put up the prize for the tournament like that. Like that's one of the things that's so hard to do is like build up funds for a tournament, because like when you use the entry fees, you need so many teams to get in to make it worth it. But yeah, already have the prize there. The prize money is already collected, guys. Like it is there. It's there for the
ready for
taking.
you.
There's only going to be 8 teams right now, so one of those 8 teams is going to win.
You're just
So-
giving the money away.
Absolutely. So actually, I had one person message me asking if they could still sign up. They thought it might have already been done with registration. So just there again, registration. We're going to go right till the day or until we pick teams.
Yep. I mean, we really would like to fill in the spots, since I think there's either 45 or 50. I forgot how it works out. But we want to obviously have some backups in case people can't make it last minute. But I think we are limiting to 45 on one end and then have 5 backups, something like that. Is what we decided on. So we'd like to fill that in. It'd be great. Make for a fun tournament and get your guys' name out there and publicize it and have people watch you guys kill it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. These tournaments are so much fun. It's a lot of competition, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of friendly competition because, it's you're basically playing.
So it is
it's
45 with
competition
5
between families.
backups.
45 with 5 backups. Ooh,
So
let's
yeah,
go.
so 15 teams with 5 backup players.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Get
I
in
know
there,
there's going to
guys.
be a little delay. Rocket's camera froze for a second, but I think we got it
Oh, it
figured
did?
out. Yeah, it did.
No, good. I think you're good now. And
okay.
it will be random.
Oh, and
as well.
just to throw this out here, we made affiliate. Thank you guys.
Let's
I just saw the
Hey,
notification.
Alright.
let's go. Let's get
I
some
just got the
high
notification.
five.
Yeah, I
guys.
just got the
Hey, one
notification.
Gotta get my dog real quick.
So he's gonna. We get to watch his
Let's go.
gameplay screen. So awesome job, people! Thank you for showing up. It means a lot seeing these numbers. So what it means to us is, if we can get this channel to partner, it's a big thing, it's a big push, but if we can get this channel to partner, we can have an official Twitch stream team. And what that means for you is that we don't have to sit here and auto host you on the list. We can have you live on our channel. We can do so much with the partner on Twitch. It just gives us more opportunity for income for you guys, so that we don't use this money. Any money we're getting from this channel, any money we get in the donation tab in the Discord, is going for giveaways. It's going to maybe support a competitive team at some point. There's just so much we can do with it to make our name out there and to get you guys people, to get you guys views. And that's what my goal is. That's what the goal is for the group, is to get you exposed to know, oh my god, that's a 6'4" coming in. Like, oh my god, how did the 6'4" see me? And then like, oh my god, I see Crazy Joker Jay. He's from the 6'4". That's nuts. Like, they're coming to see me. I want people to do that when you walk in the room. I want people to know who you are and who we are. So just getting those views in the channel and just getting us up there and getting our numbers up and just showing the support for this channel is support for you. It's just partner gets you more advertisement on the channel itself. Partner gets you more views, and we could just draw that in for you. It's one of the reasons that I was big into the Hype Squad, is because I want to get you guys exposed. I want people to meet you. Tortuous Hippo, he's one of the people that follows me around for this. He met Dudson through doing the Hype Squad, and he loves the channel. He loves his channel. He would have never went to that channel if it wasn't for Hype Squad. So these are the things that are important to the group. Get involved in Hype Squad. Get involved in watching anything that comes up on this channel, because it's important for you guys. It gives you exposure. It does nothing for me. It's nothing for me personally. I don't want to make anything. I don't want to gain anything from this. I want you guys to have the exposure so that people see you. That's what we do this for. We don't do this for any of. There's not a person in the founders that'll say, I did this for me personally. That doesn't exist.
That's definitely one of the biggest things. Again, like Taylor said, no one in the founders profits off this at all. Quite contrary, we give our time and our money to do this. I mean, for us, it's something more personal. It's like having a baby. We've seen this thing from when it used to be Rocket Barrage to now a huge community, over 700 members. Us getting to partner would be huge, just because one of the big things that we've always is we want to make the 6'4" name in the sports world. We want to make it a huge work. That being able to do that with Twitch, and literally being able people to be like, oh, the 6'4", yeah, I want to be in the 6'4". It's something that we want to grow to and make this, absolutely humongous. Make this something very, very, very special, and absolutely 100% we can get there, and we will get there. I've no doubts in my mind.
And again, if you guys know somebody that's looking for a community, that's looking for a home, you don't have to ask us to invite people. We want you to invite your family to our family so they can be our family. So don't ever, say, oh, I don't know if I should invite this person, or I don't know if it's okay. Like, we want to bring people in. We want active members. We want people that are going to say, come in and help the community grow, help everybody as a whole. So we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing now without people like you. So it's great to have that family atmosphere in this group, and the support from you guys is amazing. I honestly, one of the things just starting this channel, I never knew how we were going to create the content for it and get it out there, but we've been holding steady 20 views on the normal. And I thought our first podcast, the day one, we were going to be talking to ourselves. So it's awesome having you in here and having the appreciation from you guys. So thank you for all the hard work you do for the group, and thank you for getting us to affiliate.
Absolutely, that's huge. I mean, this is just a stepping stone to what is going to become, we're going to look back on the day and be like, man, you remember when we made affiliate on our second podcast? And, one day we're going to have a huge party when we hit partner, because eventually we're going to get that. I have no doubts in my mind. Real quick, Silent Killer, GG's, man, congratulations on your new job. head chef of
Yeah,
in the restaurant,
congratulations,
man.
Alan.
Super big, brother.
Cheers
Congratulations.
to you,
That's a
man.
huge step, man. Love to
And
see people.
Chef knows that that is not an easy job to do, so the hard work you put in
It
is
is.
realized, and it's nice seeing you in a position you should be in.
Absolutely. Definitely. You're going to kill it, no doubts. But yeah, GG's on that one. But yeah, one day, man, whew, when we can hit that partner and make an official stream.
And
Man,
Rocket
can't
actually
wait.
knows more about what you get from being I've got my guesses on what it is for making
Mhm.
a stream team, but Rocket knows a little bit more because he's worked with some people that have been a stream team, so he might have better input on what it means.
Well, I'm part of two stream teams right now. Um, so it just gives us access to have that as a title below your stream, so people will know like what group you're part of. But they don't have a group channel that people. That's playing something that we're going to be doing that's different than the rest of them. And there's also you get like a team page on Twitch as well, so it gives you like that list so you can see all the people affiliated with that team. So it's got its perks there. It's got some benefits with it as well. It's a good goal to shoot for. I think it'd be awesome to get us there.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely agree. It's we need all your guys' help. Everybody in the community. If everybody teams up and everybody gets together and really pushes and wants the same thing that we do, you know, sky's the limit. Really, when it comes down to it, when you have so many amazing people backing each other, it's a no brainer. It's very simple. Um,
Absolutely.
just that's all about support and having each other's back. That's it. Number one.
So one of the other things I'd like to talk about that was brought up last week, but now we have the man himself here to kind of explain about it, is the leaderboard for the Discord. Rocket, you're the man.
Take take it away.
Yeah, so the way the leaderboard works is it tracks everything at the same time. So it's tracking Twitch chats of everyone that's a member of the 6-4. It's tracking Discord messages as well. And I was in progress of getting it to work with Mixer, so we still have some work to do there. But it's got a cooldown, so like if you're spamming in chat, it's not going to count every message as a point. So what it does is it counts a message per minute. So every time that you send a message in the Discord or in Twitch chat of someone that's part of the group, it's going to count as 1 point for that minute, and that score just kind of adds up over time, and it just really shows that you're part of the group. Like you're out there networking, meeting with people, and it's a really good way for us to see in the community like who's engaged and like who's actually showing up and here. So it's been a great tool for that.
Does it count the messages that we send to each other in the council? Because good lord.
Yes, every Twitch
I was
So,
just saying, it's good
just
lord.
to,
anywhere that the bot is.
in
Yeah.
regards to what I use that for, which you might not, everybody sees that as a different thing. What I use that for is a tool to see maybe why people aren't talking in chats. I go into there and I see what I can do to help them get more involved in, or how I can be more involved in their channel, because it's not always their fault. I could go into a chat and see that maybe somebody just doesn't know how to use the Discord. Maybe we're not supporting that person correctly. So it gives me a tool to see, hey, I see this person's not very active. I'm going to find out why and see what I can do to change it up and get them involved, get them excited like we're excited. So that's how I kind of use it, and it makes me see the channels that might need the love.
Absolutely. I mean, that's
Yeah,
definitely
I like
one
the
of the
one
biggest
that
things
also
for sure.
tracks like how many channels that I've been in. Because I love seeing that number go up. I like seeing that, hey, I've hit 100 channels. Let's go for 200. I want to make sure that I stop in and see everyone at least once, because it's hard to go through the Discord and see everyone. So like I really try to put my best effort of meeting new people every day.
100%. I mean, that's like they said. We want you guys to come in, say hi, and kind of introduce yourselves too. There's some people in this Discord that, like, I don't want people to feel like getting lost in the numbers.
Yeah.
And so definitely, if you kind of say, hey, just go in general chat and hey, how's everybody doing today? It's gonna bring more attention to yourself so people can see who you are and know who you are and really let people support you because, like I said, there's so many people in the Discord that want everybody just to kind of come in there and just kind of introduce yourself, say hi.
Evoking, thank you for coming in. And Cougar, we did talk about the scrims. And Dialon, we did talk about how cool you are.
Always.
Shove it, says beer back going to get my cheeks clapped. Hey,
You must be
you're
playing
vaping.
Call of Duty.
Shove it, you're vaping a little loud, bud. I can hear it right now.
You gotta calm the breathing down.
Shove it, are you actually playing the COD Battle Royale?
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying. He was dropping in at solo.
Oh. Like I said, if anybody's down later on after the podcast, I'm probably going to play a couple. Actually, never mind. King's Canyon.
No, King's Canyon's out. You come on, let's be real here.
Yeah, I'm lying to everybody.
So does anybody have any questions about the leaderboard? Anybody know what it means? Can we talk about your messy living room? I don't know what you're talking about. It's blurred out.
Yeah.
It's actually not. It's just the color diversity in the background that actually makes it look messy, but it's actually in a neat pile back there. So believe it or not.
Those are all Taser's favorite toys.
They are.
It's for show and tell on the
It's
podcast.
what keeps me entertained on the stream.
He's gonna show his favorite dolly.
It's a neat pile, okay, Joker? When you have a little kid, you got to keep the toys within reach. They have to be reasonable, even if it's a pile.
Yeah.
It's a stress reliever.
We've got toys upstairs. We got toys downstairs. Like we got toys everywhere. Like it just happens.
You don't want to go to another room to get a toy for the kids. You just want them there for.
It has to be within arm's distance.
Exactly.
For his kid from his computer.
That's true.
Starts getting wild.
I see what she's playing with. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Got it.
Nailed it.
So, was there any leaderboard questions? Did I miss anything?
Not that I've seen
yet. Everybody likes it. Everybody thinks it's cool. Everybody thinks Rocket's cool.
Everybody loves it. Everyone's going to go spam a message a minute now.
Yeah, make sure there's a message every minute.
Well, that's where we do have that thing that checks the average length of a message. So if it's showing up like an average length of like 2 or 3, then we know like someone's just using it that way.
Yeah.
That might number one yet.
But I also liked having that option. So like we've had people come through the Discord and they'll say like, "Hey, I'm not getting any support. Like, what's going on? Like, why can't I get views?" And we run the stats, and then it says like, "You've been in 3 channels and you sent 4 messages." Like that just. It's a good way for us to see like, oh, like did you do those steps of trying to network with other people? Because people don't know about it sometimes. They don't know of how to network or what that does for their stream. So that's kind of just a tool for us to kind of see where they're at and like what we need to do to coach them.
They definitely know you're still number 2.
You're number 1 in my heart, Princess.
That's true.
Lady down here, so don't tell her I said that. But I mean, the good thing about this Discord, it's a lot of support in one place. I remember when I first started.
You guys discriminate against non-streamers. Cougar, how many of us have played games with you?
Yeah, everybody plays with you.
I'm pretty sure everybody does.
But like when I first started out streaming, I met Rocket actually. I was on Twitter all the time, posting stuff on Twitter when I first started out. And
you use Twitter?
I did. I used to. Now I have Discord.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I met Rocket. And then Rocket stopped on stream when I first started and kind of introduced himself. We started talking. And then I remember I went to Litvie's stream. And Rocket was there too. And then we kind of just started going to different streams, and boom, there was Rocket.
That's pretty much how I feel with Rocket too.
Yeah.
I used to run into him everywhere. And then he got busy.
Well, what's funny is like I knew Liffy. I stopped in on Liffy once before, but I wasn't going back there. Like I didn't really connect with him like you did. So then whenever I saw the 2 of you playing together, it was like, holy shit, these 2 know each other, and then it just helped make more of a bond between me and him as well.
Exactly, and that's what was really awesome, because I kind of had the people I streamed with and played with, and then Rocket had his people who he played with and streamed with, and then me and Rocket connected, and then all of a sudden our group started connecting, and the next thing I know it, I'd hop on and I'd see his friends playing with some of my friends. It was just,
Yeah.
it just grew, it exploded, and then Taser came out of nowhere, and then we all just fell in love with Taser, and then
I literally found the group by going in. I was just watching Twitch. I was not a gamer. I was not a streamer. I just went on Twitch and I was like, I'm tired of seeing these people with 2,000 views. You go on the channel, you say a word, and it gets lost in 5 seconds. It's like being on a conveyor belt, just shot you across the room. They don't see you. So I was like, well, you know what? I like Apex. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the list and see what's there. See like, and I shouldn't say bottom, but somebody.
wow.
I know, right? I looked for somebody with like around 10 views, and then one day Nurse was there. Nurse popped up, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna say hi. Why not? So I stopped in. I say something in the chat, and she interacted with me. I was like, whoa, people talk to me? That's cool. So
Right.
I just started talking to her, and then one day she was like, hey, I got an extra spot. You want to play? And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I was nervous as hell. I got to play with Chef and Nurse, and these guys are streamers, and I'm a nobody. And I jumped in there, and I think we connected pretty much right off the bat. It was just we had so much fun, and
So much
then
fun.
that kind of got me the idea. It was like a few times with them, I was like, well, why not? I might as well stream. They do it. Maybe it'll be fun. And I started to really network with people, and I started, I met Wolf, I met Cougar. It was just like I just started meeting all these people.
It just blew up.
Yeah.
And I mean that was the fun thing, because it can, once you start networking, you start meeting new people.
Dialogue.
Once you start meeting new people, you'll start watching your views go up, and it's your friends, the people who enjoy watching you, and the people who you enjoy interacting with, and that's why I loved streaming so much and could never get off, because it's like you're hanging out with friends and family. It's not like it's no longer like you're putting in work, and you're doing this as kind of trying to make a name for you. You're doing it and you're hanging out with people that you love and respect. It's so much fun.
Oh, and my
And it's
meeting
like,
of Ark and Raging Demise, where I went into Rocket's chat one day and they had the number one spot destroyed, and they were fighting for it. That's literally I had no clue who they were
literally,
until I looked on the screen. And I was like, this guy's who is donating this much, this many
Dude, it was like
bits?
the one
It was
time
like,
I
oh
put
my
a
god.
bar at the bottom saying like, "Hey, this much towards my goal," and they just like knocked it out of the park. I'm like, okay, I can't do that anymore.
They're still in the battle.
Yeah, the
yeah. I mean,
battle goes on.
if I remember right, I carried your ass to a win. That's how we became friends. Whoa, Cougar! I don't remember that.
Shots fired.
Yeah, that must be a blur. I don't know, man. That must have been one of the
That was
must have
one
been
of
toward
his
the end of the
36-hour stream days towards the end.
I mean but literally that's how I met Balding. I met Balding because he dropped solo into a game with me and Wolf, and then we dropped Skulltown, and I was like, whoa, solo ready to drop Skulltown? This dude must be pretty decent. And I remember we just went off and just destroyed everybody. Well, Balding destroyed everybody, and we were running behind him as fast as we possibly could, trying to keep up.
Balding
And
has that
then,
amazing ability to make you play better. For sure.
and it was so much fun. And it was literally, we played for a couple hours, and he's like, "Hey, I got it off." And then we added him as friend, and then the very next day, sure enough, 6 in the morning, he's on again. So we kept playing and playing and playing. It was like a routine of people that I met. That's how I met Brown Wolf. I met Brown Wolf because when I first started playing Apex, I knew nobody who played Apex. So me and Brown Wolf, got to the same game, and instantly hit it off. Started laughing and having fun, and boom, added him. And I mean, that was the wonders and joys of playing Apex and meeting all the great people that I've met. And that's why for me Apex holds something very dear to me, because I've met so many people that I've gotten so of Apex. And it's really awesome. Son, your military ship got carried by me many times. Well, every day, wow! All of a sudden, all these people start talking about carrying me. All of
So
a
one of
sudden,
the things I want to bring up too is so obviously I said at the beginning, and you can see it above us in the podcasting. Our Discord is sponsored, and we are sponsored by Berserk Energy. There's the beautiful shaker they have. BerserkEnergy.com. Use code the64 on your purchase. Get a nice little 30% off. So that's actually wrong. We have to change that. But you get 30% off now. One of the amazing things about being sponsored by them that I don't know if the group actually knows about is they provide product for us to give away. So the more you use the code, the more product we have to give away for tournaments, for anything. We could just say, hey, pick a number 1 to 100. You pick the right number and you get this product. It's just awesome to be able to interact with you guys and have you guys try the amazing product that it is. Because honestly, I was buying it before they sponsored us. It's good. You can't go wrong. And
shout out to the fruit punch.
And honestly, I started talking to Berserk Energy before they had a website. So I don't know if you can you still hear me? Fail. Technical difficulties.
All right.
I dropped out.
He's back.
I'm back. I dropped out. It just signed me out because of the time frame.
Oh, okay. I was like,
There we go. Yeah, we're all back.
I think we're back. I think we're back, everybody. He has to resize. He has to resize himself.
Have no fear. So no, my basically I've been on Skype so long, it just didn't believe I was still here. Oh my God, what is happening? I'm a hat right now.
Just went super dark.
No, I just resized again.
Oh, okay. We're good. Oh. Adidas. I like it.
Now I just yeah, just resized me again. All right, there we go.
Okay, cool.
We're back. We're fixing this.
See, like I said about the trial and error thing, guys.
This is one of those things.
This is one of those times. Does anybody else have any questions for us? Any comments? Anything you guys want to ask us while we're here?
And any ideas for giveaways too? We'd like the idea. What would you guys find fun to do for giveaways for the Berserk? What's your favorite food?
Movie night.
You gotta ask Chef that question.
Fun time with movie night. I can't wait till we do that again.
Will there ever be regular members in the podcast? We're kind of trying to, like today, Taser was just like, hey, who wants to be the podcast? Who's got time to do it?
I mean, basically, you'll see me a lot because I'm hosting it until somebody gets their setup for it and gets the NDI source and whatnot. So I'm kind of at the wheel here, but there are going to be some days, some Tuesdays that I can't make it because I'm either on vacation or have something going on in my life. But I like the diversity. We have a lot of members in the group. We have a lot of ambassadors. We have a lot of founders. So it's nice to shuffle people through. It'd be nice to get Joker, to get Apex, to get all these people in here and just get to meet them. And it gives us more to talk about as well because we're all you get different people every week. What was Cash's question that we missed?
Interview someone each week just to bring some a new guest.
I mean, we're more than welcome to have 3 people on, and we have that monitor spot that can be a 4th person to be interviewed. I mean, that's always cool. I'm always down to it. As long as I can figure out how to do it, we're good.
That would actually be, that would be really fun.
It's a format that I've seen other podcasts where you have your regular cast and then you have one guest that shuffles through, and it kind of merges communities because their community will come in to see that one person, and then you have our community that's there for us on the daily. So it's good for both.
Princess Rip.
Cashew does want to know what your favorite food is, Chef.
What is my favorite food? I mean, it. The funny thing is, and I mean, Silent, I think can attest to this. As chefs, we are constantly eating, tasting, and you know, our form of food during the day is tasting whatever we're cooking and preparing. you but for me, it's I cook fine dining food all the time. I cook for other people so much. When I get home, I just want like a fucking grilled cheese sandwich. You know what I mean? Like that's really what I go to. Grilled cheese sandwich or pizza, 100%. But if I really want to splurge and like really want to cook for myself, um, I'm a carnivore, 100%. Ribeye steak for me, nice rare ribeye steak for me. Baked potato, solid. Let's go. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Rocket's gonna be ketchup flavored chips and bagged milk. Uh,
Oh yeah, and Mountain Dew. I gotta have Mountain Dew. Everybody who knows me.
I mean,
I
I
should have been
go.
sponsored this
This
year.
my simple food would be pizza. Oh, pizza or calzone will always win with me.
Ooh, let's
Um,
go, Calzone.
but I also like a good hibachi. If anybody's had a good hibachi, it's amazing. Love me
Yeah.
some filet.
No.
Oh yeah, but
So good, so good. If you haven't had it,
Uh,
you're missing out on life. It's Rocket's turn.
Parmesan chicken is one of my favorite foods.
ooh, nah, okay.
Chicken parm, it's good. I
I
like it.
see
Like
you.
if we're talking like meals, yeah, chicken parm, and then pizza is like my good like snack food. Like if I wanted just like a lazy night, I'm gonna go out and get pizza, and
100%.
that's where we're at.
Crazy
And
George
Mountain
David.
Dew Baja Blast. We don't care about regular Mountain Dew.
Oh, hey, how dare you? How
Baja Blast is
dare you?
coming back to my local Walmart, and I'm so happy about it.
What? Whoa, 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 Crazy Joker. They are talking about getting rid of Mountain Dew because of number 5 yellow. I don't care what they put in that shit. It is so delicious.
You
they could
can't
tell,
ruin him.
they could literally tell me they put camel piss in it, and I'll still drink it. No.
That might stop me. The camel piss might do it.
Oh, I don't think it would. If it tastes, well, shit. What's wrong with it? It's organic. Let's go. You would do
Uh,
100%.
okay, so
Shout out to Mountain Dew if you guys want
I
to
do
sponsor
want to
this.
give a shout out to a random non-affiliate in the Discord. So let's see who deserves the shout out as a non-affiliate. The top person I can think of right now is Bayou Falcon. He may hate when we shout him out. He may hate when we give him special recognition, but this guy's been putting in the work. He's been supporting. He's been
Super
there,
sport.
and he has been struggling to get affiliate for a long time, and definitely deserves that spot. Um, he puts in the stream time, puts in the effort. Twitch just doesn't like him. I don't know what it is.
Wow,
It
a
just
lot of
doesn't
love
like.
for
Yeah, no,
Bayou
he's
Falcon.
he's been around there. He's been around for a long time. He's been streaming, I think, 4 years is what he told me. So he's going on 4 years streaming. And so if you don't know
Uh,
him, follow the page, give him some love. I'm actually gonna drop it in here. I always mess it up.
Cougar, I knew this was gonna work when when I donated $100 to Nurse. Yeah, man, 100%. That was actually my first Twitch affiliate paycheck. I donated $100 to Nurse so she can get a capture card.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought it was
yeah,
4 years he's been streaming.
yep, 100%. I mean, if you ever see every time I get a payout from Twitch, I don't ever keep that money. That money goes to biddies and gifted
Yeah,
subs.
same.
100%.
My wife takes mine.
It's like he doesn't get a choice. Money's gone. Money's already spent.
Uh,
So it's my money going out and then my money going to her. So, someone wins in all.
Yeah, somebody's
he
getting money from
basically
it.
he gives it to her so that she won't get mad at him for gaming all night.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I pay her off.
That's
So
that's how he
that's
pays
my
her.
justification. Is I made money off of streaming. I should
Yeah, you
still be
paid
able
that.
to do it.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean that's that's just how I've always and getting to pay people to me only fair to my friend for me. sub. Literally the moment I got it. And so yeah, like I'm always, giving that money back to, someone to, and that's the whole of this, and the whole point of us and want small time just to have a place to come where they can, really build the channels and not get lost. Like Taser said, there's a lot of, I mean, when I first started, I was supporting partners who had viewers, and um, I would support for 6 months and never get a shout out from them. Now I don't support any of that. I mean, I don't. Those guys, I only sub to people who, Twitch affiliates, people who deserve it and really need it, and you know, are willing to give it back. That's one of the biggest things for me.
Yeah, that's what, like, when I did my 1 year anniversary thank you video.
Yeah, the lag was my
that's
fault.
one of the things I touched on was um, there's this whole other side to streaming where it's not about the big fish. Like, there's so many of us that just stream for fun, and there's just all these like small communities that are just all over the place. And once you're part of one, it's awesome. It's so much fun, and it's yeah, it's a whole another side of like streaming, and it's definitely the future of gaming too.
It really is. I mean, like it's not so much. It becomes a family. Like, and I feel that word out a lot with you know people with me. So like that's like founders of the six. Like I consider all of them family. Um, when I went stuff in my life, these were the people who supported me over there, 100%. You know, and same with them. If they're going through things, that we're always there for each other, and I think that's huge. You know, it's really nice to have a group of people that no matter what will, if you're, going through some stuff, like they're the first people I go to. You know what I mean? If there's different problems in our life, that's the first people we go to, and it's a good group, and it's a good thing to have, and that's what we want for everybody in this community. We want that. We want you all to feel that way. That's our end game. That's our goal for this whole thing.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know about you guys, but I am extremely socially awkward. So having a stream is just like a whole different way to kind of interact with people. It's like I'm not with you face to face, so like I talk differently. Like I can be myself, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what's so different about it
It's awesome.
to me. Yeah.
And Joker, honestly, it's easy to be there for somebody and to listen and to be in here. It's harder to be an ass. Like you just to listen to somebody and find out what's bothering them and to find out what you can do to make a difference in their life is so easy. So it was a pleasure to be there, and just to see where you've grown from just me taking the time to. At one point, Joker wasn't in the Discord anymore. He just had to leave, wasn't there. We've had conversations. He came back, and boy did he come back. He came back and supported. He's come back, and now he's an ambassador, and he's just out there supporting, playing with people that need the help gaming, and just getting involved in the community, running our YouTube channel. Like that kind of thing can just happen from just listening, just being support for somebody when they don't have it. So it's good. I was glad to do it.
Hmm.
And absolutely, I mean, like I said, yeah, Cashew, your jokes are always funny. Don't worry. Even if Art doesn't laugh, then we will.
I kind of feel the same way. Like I don't think I'm funny, but somehow some people think I'm funny.
It's yeah, it's we think it's like when you tell jokes and you like they might not be funny, but we think it's funny that you think it's funny. So
Yeah.
that's funny. It's great. But like
Yeah.
exactly what Rocket said, it's even if you don't have people or friends outside, like we are your family. It's we want that safe place where people can come and you know kind of have a different life. You wouldn't be able to do this in real life with if you're not a very good social person with other people.
Cougar never
But
ages.
man, rip when I had the Cougar Rage button. Oh boy! If you guys don't know, I used to have a Cougar Rage button, And
Michelangelo.
Donatello.
I'd say because I'm so into computers now, I've switched to a Donatello. But like growing up, I was such a Leonardo. I always thought he was the coolest. I was like, yeah, I want to be the leader and all this stuff. And it's like, well, no, I actually like the tech side of things.
Oh, also, by the way, in case you want to talk about socially awkward, try doing a podcast for 2 hours. That'll really put you on the spot.
Yeah, but that's also the reason. It for me, I feel like we've just been sitting here. It's a lot of fun because we're just kind of here, shooting the shit, talking, having fun, talking about things that are going on, and it's a lot easier when you have a lot of people in here to talk to, and chat going off, and we're
And
just
don't worry,
making it feel
Cashew, we can't wait to have you on here.
eventually.
Whenever you want to be on here, by all means.
We're here.
So at this point, I think it'd be a good time to open up the chat to just really any questions you have in regards to anything we've talked about, any questions in regards to navigating the Discord or understanding what we're about. Just throw them at us. We'd love to answer them. Short of that, then we have to pick a non-affiliate or a person that you think deserves a nice little raid from us.
Absolutely. I did see actually Booty Sweat a little bit ago. Sorry I missed you, Booty Sweat. You said you had a question about your PC. Just so happens, Rocket is kind of a genius when it comes to PC stuff.
What?
So if you're still here, he could probably answer it a lot better than anybody else.
There's a huge difference between programming and hardware. You're throwing me in the wrong bucket.
Okay.
But generally, sometimes we have answers.
Yeah.
And if not, Ark's in the chat, and he's pretty good
we
with
can
it as
definitely
well.
figure it out, I'm sure.
Because I'm telling you, anybody who hasn't made the switch to a capture card and streaming through a PC.
Oh, there he goes. That's the issue right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Well,
definitely
the audio is always an issue. Anyone that switched audio is always a mess.
Yeah. Like I said, anybody who hasn't made the switch yet, I'm gonna be the real one, and I'm gonna tell you 100%. Okay, there's gonna be an issue. People are like, "Oh, yeah, get the Elgato. It's just a plug and play." Bullshit. Okay.
fake news.
That is fake news. Okay.
You do this to everybody.
It is not. I literally bought a brand new PC. I got the capture card, spent $2,000, and I was like, I'm streaming today. And it took me an extra 24 hours because I was like, wait, I have to get this. Oh wait, I have to do that. I don't know how to do this. And
it took me 48 hours to understand how Chef had his microphones plugged in. So I had no clue from his description.
And it took me 48 hours to figure out how to make that work.
Yeah. And now I have a different setup from what he had. So
it's somehow, I don't know how, some setups work differently.
I just plug stuff in until it works.
100%. 100%.
We just keep doing it until it works.
YouTube videos, yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah. That's what I did.
And Dylon's got it a little bit harder because he doesn't have a capture card.
Oof, yeah.
So he's doing it even harder.
How does he do it then?
What did he say? It was Chrome. It's some Chrome setup. I don't.
Wow.
He does.
He's YouTubed everything. Oh, he does now. At one point, he
Yeah.
did not have a capture card, and he was doing it with overlays.
Yeah,
You were stuck on an island. What's one thing you had with you?
Yeah.
Well, if you're stuck on an island, what's the one thing you wish you had with you?
Pizza.
Calzone.
And a boat.
Yeah.
A 6'4" boat.
Yeah.
If you were stuck on an island,
I can only have one thing.
Music. I'd want some music.
I would probably one thing I could have my own restaurant so I could have unlimited food, water, so I could survive. That'd be great. Or a phone to get me off the island.
Yeah, right.
That's cheating.
One.
That's cheating.
Taser's getting a boat so he can get off the island. That was
Yeah,
that.
my luck, I'd get the boat, but it'd have no oars or motor. Here's your boat.
Yeah, you just said a boat. You,
Emily wants plumbing. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
hey, yeah, I guess it's a lot harder for you. As long as they got banana leaves in a tree, I'm good to go. But
Yeah, no, there's other ways you could do it. With the capture card, I hooked the microphone into the PlayStation, and then I hooked the microphone into the PC,
yes,
and that worked great. And it was
hmm
cheap. I spent $20 on both microphones, so
yep,
I spent $40, and it worked.
yeah. So the biggest thing, exactly. I did the
Oh,
same
and
thing. The same thing.
my headset was a wired headset and plugged into the monitor, and got sound off the monitor. That's how I had to do it. That's how
Yep,
it worked. It sucked
exactly.
because you had the feedback through the monitor, but it worked, and it didn't
I
cost a fortune.
Yeah, so I actually did the same thing. So I actually have a USB microphone that I plug in directly to the PlayStation so I could talk to party chat. And then I have a microphone that is plugged into my PC so I can actually talk to the stream. And then my headset is actually somehow, this works now, it didn't before. I have my headphones plugged in directly to my PC so I hear all audio that's coming through.
Yeah. And my setup now that Silent's talking about is I have because I don't have the PS4 Pro, I had to buy a converter box, and the converter box does the audio cable that you can plug in. So I have the Stealth 700 headset with the audio jack in the bottom. So it's got the audio cable that goes from the converter box to the plugs into the headset USB, and that receives all audio through the PlayStation by the HDMI cord that goes to the computer. So I have a wireless headset now, and that's how it picks up all my party chat. Everything I hear is through my headset. I have no microphones anymore on my desk. My computer receives the audio
Really?
from my camera, so all my chat audio for the computer goes through my webcam, which is the Logitech 920, the
Yep,
C920. So it picks
yep.
up all my audio very well, and I don't have a microphone in front of me anymore. I don't
Hmm.
need it because my party chat, I can talk to through my headset.
I have the same thing. I have the C920 as well, and
So
the audio works amazing.
so that's basically my setup. If you have the PS4 Pro, it's a lot cheaper because all you have to buy, it has a plug in it for the audio, so you can buy the digital audio cable, and it plugs into the headset. All you need is the $10 cable, and it does that. But I had to buy a converter box because I bought the cheap PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm nervous to buy a new headset because my setup already works well.
You don't have to go through that process again.
I know. I feel like if I change headsets, I'm gonna have to like go through a whole nother thing of like making sure my audio goes back. Cause like I was looking at like upgrading to like a nicer headset, and like it might be wireless, might not, but like that adds a whole nother layer of things I need to figure out for stream.
So if you could save one of, I don't know what that is, from a fire, which squid would it be? If it was your emotes, I'd only save the hype squid.
Remote play. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that.
That's what Dylon did originally. Was the
Yeah, yeah.
was the remote play. Uh,
Favorite superhero? Ooh, that's hard.
I
That's
was
really
always
hard.
it was always Iron Man for me.
Iron Man, yeah.
Just the most
Iron Man's
sarcastic
good.
person we could find. It
I
worked
went
great
through a
for me.
lot of phases of wanting to be Spider-Man.
They ruined the movies ruined it for me. That's where they lost me, was the actual Spider-Man movies. I like the idea
Nah.
behind Spider-Man, but the movies is what ruined it for me.
For me, I always thought Venom was one of the dopest, just because. And then when they came up the movie, loved the movie. It was pretty dope.
Yeah,
Hmm.
game audio on the capture card. It's literally, I'm pretty sure I hooked up my capture card and just smacked it a few times, and eventually it just worked. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like one day it just I got pissed off. I shut it off. I turned my stream on the next day and it was capturing game audio. I have no idea how.
Dude, I literally once when I did it, I had everything plugged in. It wasn't working. I got pissed off, turned everything off. Still didn't work. Turned everything off again, and then boom, it worked.
Ark is actually very smart when it comes to computers. I'm not gonna lie. He helped me
Yeah.
through the first podcast setup because he was watching my screen and just helped me figure it out. So yes, he is actually pretty smart with it.
I remember back in the day, whenever I did my first thing with the capture card, my whole setup was I was on a couch gamer, so I had my stuff going to the PS4 out of the
Can we
front of it,
talk about your
going
couch too?
across the going across the room to the PC, and then when I finally got a microphone, I had the microphone sitting on like a coffee table in front of the couch too. So, like every time I went to stream, it would be like a 10-minute process of like getting all the cables out, setting them up across the room, and if anyone followed or like did something, and I didn't have a monitor beside me, so I'd have to like walk over to the PC, see like, oh hey, so and so rated me, and then like go back to where I was sitting. It was so ridiculous. Yeah. And then whenever I got a webcam, I had the webcam with like this like spider arm on the coffee table too. So it was like adding and adding all across the room. So it took a while till like I got like a nice clean setup. But yeah, those days I remember struggling.
Pro streamer moves for sure.
Can you imagine walking into the room when he was streaming and you're just like, what the fuck is going on
I
here?
honestly can't imagine. I like
Yeah.
significant others and like my setup's obviously in my living room. So like literally my like family came over the first time and my girlfriend was like, "What did you even? What is this mess?" So
I
it's
just
like
imagine
what's happening?
I just imagine walking in and Rocket is just surrounded by a bunch of wires and he can't
Just
move.
wrapped up in them. Yeah.
Just wrapped up with wires going around his head.
And they wouldn't understand the lingo either. You could be like, "Oh, hey, so and so," and they'd be like, "What? Why are the cables here? Who are you talking to? What is going on?"
What is going on? Don't worry, I'm talking to the stream. But the camera,
Oh,
but the
this is
PC
something
doesn't.
that we need to discuss before we wrap it up. We are kind of running late, but we never really discussed directions of teams.
Oh,
I think we went to start on the subject and never actually filled in on it. So, what's your input on teams? We did talk about it a little bit last podcast. I conveyed kind of my idea on it and where it stands and what I'd like to see with it, but I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on it.
Well, I'll be honest. I feel like I've been slacking compared to you guys. Like I've been so focused on like doing the bot work and stuff that like we have the team chat, and I try my best to support everyone that's on my team. So I'm always on their streams. I'm trying to like interact with them, and they're interacting with each other. So like it's a good group that we have in our team, but we haven't really done any like competitions or like cross team things. So I'm not really sure what you guys wanted to do next with them.
I think what would be really fun is maybe we could do some team scrims
Team
sometime.
scripts, okay.
I would be down to do that. Do some team scrims. We can even switch up games now that we have, COD, and I don't play that other battle royale game. We don't even speak about it. I don't, condone that type of play. But we could do some Apex. We could do some COD. I
Or
mean, I'm
Fortnite.
down. That'd be fun. Yeah, that stuff. Whatever it
That's
is.
the bad one.
That the house building or replicator
Yeah,
thing.
Toolman.
So here's my idea
Sim City.
behind the team for me was that I wanted to use it as a support process and get people involved, kind of like a hype unit. That's where I came up with the idea. Well, with help, I came up with the idea of the hype squad. Was that wouldn't it be cool to get a group of people together just to support others in the group and get them inspired? So that was kind of my idea of what I wanted to do with the group, with the teams. Unfortunately, things come up. Like Cashew said, she's busy. She's got school. She's got finals. She's got life. I've been just focusing on the hype squad and getting the podcast set up and things going with that, and just keeping things as best organized the best I can in the group while trying to find new members. So there's a lot going on. Uh, It was one of the things we thought could be an issue with having the founders running teams, but we still I'm hoping that we can get more people on the teams, more people involved. That means we can get them more active. So if you haven't filled out an applications, go to the hashtag roles and look for the team applications. I believe that's where it is, and fill it out so we can get more people on the teams and do more things with it, get more diversity, really make them grow. I see us doing a lot more in the future once we level out and get used to everything like the podcast and everything else. We can start working on other stuff.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I agree with that.
So, any last minute questions before we find somebody to raid? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And in the same breath, look for somebody in the channel to raid. If you have a name of somebody in the 6-4 group that you think needs the love that happens to be streaming right now and is actively online, just throw a name out there so I can hit that raid button. Peace, of course. Ark has to say peace.
I'm just taking a look here myself.
I got one for Shove It.
Isn't he affiliated?
Well, I wanted to go with general love.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want to stick. I don't want if there's somebody in there that's non-affiliate that kind of needs it. That's great. But I was talking about just in general.
What about
Derek?
Joda? Joda was in Scrims last night.
Ark says it's Derek, not affiliate.
Yeah, it's
Derek.
Derek. It's Derek. If you're not familiar with It's Derek, what was his name in there before? He had a name change. What was it back in the day? Oh, too much pressure.
I know him as the new name now. I don't remember his old name.
Well, he was actually really good friends with Balding.
Yeah.
I'm failing here, but I had it in my friends list. But he did create a new account. He was very active in Apex in the older seasons, and so he's been around. Oh, Be Nasty, thank you.
Oh, Be Nasty, yeah. I like Be Nasty.
So that's who It's Derek is now.
Oh, okay.
I got a lot for Shove It. So do we want to stick with It's Derek?
We got another It's Derek. Yeah, I'm always down for Be Nasty.
Let's help our non-affiliates. I agree.
Is he online? I don't see him online.
Is he online?
Yeah, I can't look because that was what was causing the stream issues.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Let's see here.
So if not, I'm happy with Shove It. Happy with Joda. Joda's non-affiliate. Is Joda on?
I think so.
So if Joda is on, that's what we can do.
Joda.
Joda's offline.
Yep. See?
We just missed him.
So is Shove It still on? Or is there any other non-affiliates that need the love?
Let's see here.
Derek is on. Did he just go online? I don't see him on.
Yeah, I don't see him on the Discord.
I don't know.
Did he not register?
I don't know if he's registered in the Discord or not.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he is or not. Well, I mean, that's going to be... we can sort him out for another time. I want to get somebody that's registered and involved. He's been on for a couple hours. So he is on.
Yeah.
So what's the vote?
Okay.
We'll vote on it. Either It's Derek or Shove It.
I like them both. It's a tough call.
Yeah, I like them both too.
Diamond says Shove It. See what we get. We get 3 for one of them first, and that's who we go with. Art does both. So that's still 2 for Shove It.
Last one.
Either 1 more for Shove It or 2 more for Derek.
All right.
Oh, 2 for Derek. And 3 for Shove It first.
Flip a coin.
We got 3 for Shove It. Yeah, I got 4 for Shove It. So, what is this thing? It's So I obviously we'll go through this first. I'll just get it typed in, but we'll say our parting ways. I think it's just 1T, right? It's just SHUVIT 2331.
2331, yes.
But 1T, perfect. Arc already filled in. So thank you for coming out. Obviously, I'm Taser Tag. Thank you for enjoying our Wednesday night podcast. We really appreciate you guys coming out and showing us the love and support. And thank you for getting us to affiliate. Wouldn't be able to get where we are without you guys. It's super appreciated. I'll let the other guys take their parting notes now.
You want to go, Rocket?
Sure. I'm nrocket. You can find me at Twitch/nrocket. On Twitter, I'm nrocket TV. Sorry, what? Did you interrupt me?
No. I was talking to somebody else. Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm in Discord all the time. So yeah, just at me nrocket.
Short and sweet. I love it. All right, cool. I am your mom's favorite chef, 702. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Again, thank you guys for giving us affiliate and supporting everybody and supporting the stream and supporting the Discord. We couldn't grow without you guys. So look forward to seeing you guys next week and watching the podcast with you guys.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night.